these videos. It's just fun to sit back and think about all of the crazy little things that happened in my life. And again, I am sorry if you hear the little birds tweeting. I'm not sure why they're still tweeting right now, but please excuse that. Let's get started. This took place when I was in the 2nd grade. It was a school night, but I stayed at my cousin's house that night because my mom had something to do super early the next morning. She didn't want me to have to wake up early and cause me to miss sleep before having to go to school. My cousin's son and I went to the same school, so it would be an easy drop off. Anyways, my mom took me over to my cousin's house, and before she left, she was basically just filling my cousin in. Raven's outfit for tomorrow is in this bag. Her toothbrush, toothpaste, hair bows, blah 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 is here and there. She has the chicken strips and something in her lunchbox for tomorrow. Now, those particular chicken strips that she packed, I used to love those so much. So I was super excited when she said that she had packed those for me. Fun So I ended up agreeing to go, but I did not tell my boyfriend. So the day of the event came. My friend and I, we actually ended up riding to the event with her boyfriend and his cousin. The drive to the beach was like an hour and a half long. We drove to the event in the boyfriend's Jeep Wrangler, right? He had these super loud speakers installed in it. The whole way to the beach, he was blasting music, and I wasn't exactly sure, but I thought that there was something wrong with the speakers. To me, it sounded like the speakers were just gonna explode. They were so loud and they were thumping so hard. Something was just weird about them. But what did I know? I was only familiar with regular car speakers, and no one was saying anything about them. So hey, maybe everything was normal. Anyway, we finally get to the beach. I was a little tense at first because I kinda didn't want to be there, but I loosened up and decided to make the best of the moment. We ended up having a great time on the beach. At a certain time, police started shutting everything down, right? Then this is the part where everyone kind of shows off their cars. We got back into the Jeep. We let the top down and all, and we're just blasting music. The boyfriend is definitely just showing out at this point in every way. We are getting a lot of attention. Then, all of a sudden, we start to smell something burning. No one knew where it was coming from, so we just continued having a party in the Jeep. Guess what? So as I snap out of the mini celebration that was going on in my head, I noticed that the stage is completely quiet. Everyone is pretty much looking around at each other, wondering whose turn it was. Guess whose turn it was? Mine. I would have known that if I didn't have that whole celebration going on. And even after I realized that it was my turn, I still decided not to say my line at all. I didn't want anyone to know that I had messed up. It would have been embarrassing for me, considering the fact that we had practiced so much on this play. So the teacher who was over the play, she ended up saying the line out loud so that the play could continue. We just carried on after that. I made sure to pay attention to what was happening for the remainder of the play so that I wouldn't miss any other parts. The secret is out. It was me. I missed my line.